Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. I am here, and I just need to do a couple fine-tuning things before we get ready for the big, well, it's not really an interview. It's more like a conversation with Stuttering Craig. So I welcome you all here to DSPGaming and to the Level 1 podcast. Of course, very different than the standard style of podcast that I do. Um, but I think it's necessary. With everything that's been going on this last month, it makes sense for me to be doing stuff like this, right? I feel as much anyway. Like, last week we had Keemstar on here, and the two of us squashed our beef. I cannot see my other monitor. This stinks. I want to look. Where's the mic? Hold on. Here. Yeah, where the hell's the mic? Oh, here it is. Okay. Want to make sure everything's working in Discord. I think it is. It looks like everything's working in Discord to me. We're going to start shortly. I'm going to come on camera in just a second. I just need to get the stream chat opened so I can see all of you. But I'm going to lay the ground rules down before we get Stuttering Craig on here today. But the whole idea is that this is going to be just like the interview with Keemstar last week. Two of us are going to talk like gentlemen. We're going to hash it out. We're going to figure out exactly what went wrong last year when I was supposed to, be a part of the Side Scrollers show. And go from there. All right? So, hold on. So, here's the stream chat. Let me get this popped out. I did not want that to go full screen, but it did. Try that again. We are. And here we are here. All right. So let me come on screen. I'm going to look weird because, again, this is through Discord. Okay? Hello, everyone. I know this looks odd. The colors are kind of off. And it's only 30 frames per second. Discord will not allow me to use, like, the high-quality stuff. Like, I can't even go 60 frames or 1080p on Discord. I think this is, like, 720p. I looked into it. Reason being, get this. Discord makes you become a subscriber of their Nitro service or whatever it is, and you have to do 2 months of that to get 60 frames. Then you have to do like 6 months or something like that to get 1080p. And I'm like, how about I just get it because I'm under Nitro? Because I am. I got Nitro and everything, and it doesn't do it for me. Maybe I'm doing it wrong or something, but it says server boost, stuff like that. Like, I don't know what the hell that means. So anyway, maybe I'm wrong, but I couldn't figure it out. We're going to do it just like the show last week, all right? Where Craig's going to be coming on here in just a few minutes, and we're going to be talking back and forth like gentlemen about last year. Now, I got to say this stuff up front, all right? By the way, today is September 9th, or excuse me, September 5th, 2024. My last streaming day of the week here. And that means tomorrow is off. I'm back on Saturday. So here's the ground rules of today, because we already got tons of people on the stream and more are joining, and I want to make everything abundantly clear. All right. Number one, yes, this is a normal stream for me. It's a work stream. However, I'm going to treat Craig with respect and dignity because he's giving us our time to be on the show today. What this means is there will not be any pop-up messages appearing on the screen for contributions. This means I will not be addressing the chat or anyone contributing or shouting anything out during the course of me talking with Craig. My undivided attention will be on Stuttering Craig because he's giving us his time, so we treat him with equal respect. You understand? Now, after our discussion is over, you might say, well, how long will it take? Basically, I told him about an hour to an hour and a half, just like Keemstar. Like, I foresee us having things to talk about for about an hour, hour and a half, roughly. And then he's got to be out of here. He's got a life, okay? When our discussion's done, then I will shut down Discord and the stream briefly so I can go back to my normal setup here. That'll look much better. And then I can hang out with you guys and have this decompression session where we talk about everything that just happened, okay? And I feel like we're going to have a lot to talk about. I'm going to do shout-outs for all contributions at that time so that we all get a chance to chat about it. Now, I'm going to say this, all right? Much like what I said with Keemstar, I'm going to say this again. All right. This is not a target practice session on Craig. All right. I'm well aware that Craig has people who like him and people who are critics of him. I know this. Okay. This is not about that. This is not, hey, I don't like Craig, so let's come to the stream and let's just crap on him all day. That's not the point. That's not who I want to be. I want to build bridges. I don't want to sit here and be a bully on the internet, right? So that's not the idea. If you're here for that, you know, don't expect that after Craig's gone that we're going to sit here and have a bullying session against the man. That's not going to happen, all right? You're definitely in the wrong spot. If you saw the Keem content and interview from last week, it's going to be of a very similar vein of that. That's what you can expect here on the Level 1 podcast today, okay? Also, I'm going to leave this stream up as an archive stream in its entirety so you can watch it all back in one chunk if you want, or I'm also going to split it up. Like I'm recording right now, but I'm going to end this recording and do one separate video for the Craig portion of the stream. Then I'm going to do another separate recording for the decompression, and you could choose to watch whatever you want. All right, it's up to you. You can either watch the whole archive thing, or you can just watch the separate videos as well after the fact. Okay. So it's that simple. That's what it's all about. There will be no surprises. There will be no shocking twists. There will be no gotcha moments, and there will be no shocking guests showing up at any moment to scare people. All right, seriously, I mean it. That's not going to happen. That's not my intention. That's not what this is about. It's about having a cordial, respectful conversation with each other about what happened last year. I want to get to the bottom of it, because here's the thing. I have yelled on my content. Craig has yelled on his content, and we've yelled back and forth at each other from each other's content, but that doesn't constitute a conversation. It just constitutes two sides of something that happened, and it's not the truth of the matter. My perspective probably isn't fully true, and his perspective probably is not fully true. Okay? Now, this is a normal work stream for me. So if you do support the stream, thank you. My intention is that we keep that king streak going by hitting the tip skull, that I'll be able to shout out all of your contributions and things that you'll be doing during the course of this after Craig, is done and we move on to the decompression session. So thank you in advance to anyone. Already, I can tell you, I'm already receiving tips. Thank you for that. But I'm not doing any shout outs or anything like that until after Craig is out of here. And in fact, just to show that good faith, I'm getting rid of this. Okay? That doesn't need to be on the screen at all right now. And yeah, let's all be respectful of the man while he's here, and let's get this done. This is a big part of everything going on right now. I think you guys understand really at this point what's been happening in the last month and a half with me. Last night during my live documentary reacting to the June the King documentary about myself, I revealed the truth about WWE champions for the first time ever. Like, literally everything I had said about it up to that point was a lie. It was the first time I had ever spoken truth about the situation. And already I can tell you there's fallout from that. I've had a couple people contact me behind the scenes saying that they're incredibly hurt and crushed that I lied and all this stuff. And, that's what it's about, is you got to face the music for things that you've done wrong. And I did for years lie to my audience about stuff. And that's already over on the DSP Reacts channel. You could check that out right now, if you haven't seen it yet. But that's the whole point is let's get through all of this stuff. Let's finish it, because I am ready to fully move on to the next chapter of my life. I am. I'm ready. And even if that means fessing up and some people are going to be like, nah, I don't forgive you because of this and this. I get it. But this all needs to happen for me to finally advance, For me to pass level 1, which, I mean, let's be honest, people are like, you already have. But for me, I feel like I've been perpetually stuck in this one spot for a very long time. And the only way that I can get out of this spot is to essentially move past the baggage. And that's what we're trying to do. My hair has been sticking up like this for 3 days. It's bothering me. This right here, this patch has been sticking up for 3 days and will not go down no matter what I do. And I don't use hair gel. Usually it's not an issue. I don't know, maybe it grew out in a weird direction or something. I don't know. It's stupid. Why do I care about how I look, right? I'm dumb. Anyway, all right, this is the final countdown. In just a minute or two here, I'm going to get Craig on the stream, and we're going to start our interview. So just, again, to make this perfectly clear, the chat will be open. You can talk, but I'm not going to be looking at the chat at all during this interview, all right? It's not my job to be talking with you guys right now. I'm here to talk to Craig and respect his time. Okay, if you contribute, thank you. This is a normal work day for me, and I would appreciate if you did. There will be no pop-ups on screen and no shout-outs until after the interview is done. Okay? So if you're sitting here screaming, hey, sup, Phil, you're not going to get my attention because I'm not going to be responding to you. I'm going to be talking with Craig. All right? All right, I think that's enough. I think I've prefaced it fair enough. And now, of course, the views are about to jump, I'm sure, because Craig's about to jump on. I hope I do this right. Apparently, how I did it last week, I did it wrong. Even though the show worked with Keem, I made mistakes. So I'm hoping I do it correctly this week. So I'll end my recording here. This is a little mini recording just to do a preface. And the next time you see me in an on-demand video, it'll be the interview. For those watching live, I am going to turn the screen off for a second to make sure I don't, accidentally disclose any information that no one should be seeing about Discord. And then go for here. Let's, hold on. I need to get my headphones on. Okay. All right, so. Where the heck is it? Here it is. All right. I will be back momentarily.